Hello, my name is Tally, and I'm going to be doing a reading for the sign of Aries. So welcome, Aries. Hopefully you're having a good day when you come across this video. So I'm just pulling some cards for you, Aries, and we'll get the message. So maybe I should show the first two cards that came out here. So the first card out we got is the Moon card. And to clarify the Moon card, we're getting the Nine of Swords. This is the round Mother Peace tarot deck. I'm just going to pull some more cards. So I feel like maybe that is saying that you have a lot of maybe, or somebody you're dealing with has a lot of fears underneath the surface regarding a relationship. All right. So yeah, I feel like something maybe under the surface is maybe it has to do with because the moon is all about, like, I feel like it's talking, like, all the water in this card is talking about the emotions. So maybe just feeling really worried or anxious about a relationship. And I am noticing just a lot of the circles in both of these cards. Like, I'm just seeing all the circular things in this card, in both of these cards. So maybe it has to do with, you know, just constantly feeling this anxiety or feeling anxious or feeling like you're stuck in a loop of, you know, fear in regards to a relationship. So on this side, the next cards I pulled, we got the beginning card, which is, this is the Queen of the Moon Oracle deck. And then to clarify that, we got the Chariot in reverse. So maybe feeling like, you know, a relationship isn't getting off the ground. Maybe you expected some sort of new beginning in a relationship, or you expected something to go a certain way in a relationship and it just didn't go that way. I mean, the person didn't walk through that door, that new beginning, until that lush, look at how lush that looks when, if you did decide to walk through the door, or whoever this is. I mean, it's all gray and dreary and around it, but like inside, if the person would walk through the door and just not be so, I'm guessing it's whoever's anxious or whoever has the fear about a relationship, that they've decided, like, or maybe they're just standing outside the door and just not, you know, too scared to go in, too scared to maybe start a relationship, maybe take it to the next level, maybe really truly be authentic in a relationship. They're just not going that way. They're not choosing that new beginning in a relationship based on their emotion of fear and anxiety and worry about something. So the next two cards we got out is the Queen of Cups. And to clarify that, we got the Five of Cups, but it kind of came out on its side like this. So maybe just maybe the anxiety or the fear, I'm feeling like this is explaining that, in saying that, you know, maybe not wanting to give to a relationship for fear of losing it, for fear of, you know, maybe it's going to be taken from you in some way, or maybe something bad is going to happen in the relationship. Maybe this person is just projecting that something bad is going to happen, or is feeling like, you know, maybe a lot of bad things have happened in past relationships, why they are playing into this dynamic. But I think they're scared of the loss, the potential loss of whatever relationship this is, and they feel like if they just stay outside the door and they don't actually go through the door with the relationship, that they won't ever experience this, which is the loss of it. And I just want to say that's no way to live. I mean, if you're living in that way, or whoever this is living in that way, you're not truly living. You're and I mean, this might be kind of a blunt message to somebody out there, or in regards to somebody out there, because I mean, this is living. Inside here, you see everything is alive, like everything's green, everything's living, whereas around it, outside the door, everything looks dead. Everything doesn't look alive. It's like this person is choosing not to live, you know, to try and thinking that they're avoiding pain, but really, I mean, isn't that also pain? Not living life to the fullest? Isn't that, you know, standing on the outside of a relationship and not really truly being invested in it? Isn't that truly like also pain? I mean, don't you feel like you're not really part of the connection? And I mean, obviously, connection in the world, we get a lot from that, and we feel like we're truly living and we're truly a part of the whole through connection and through our relationships. So if you're not having that connection with whoever this is, aren't you essentially like alone? Aren't you essentially like feeling that kind of pain? So like, I mean, aren't you just choosing? I mean, if you take the risk and on the relationship and you invest and you put your heart and soul into it, then, or whoever this person is, then wouldn't you, you know, you could potentially benefit from a really great relationship, but you don't know that. You don't know that it's going to end up in loss. You don't know, because it came out on its side. So like, to me, it could be a loss or it could be not a loss, you know, coming out on its side like that. So you don't know until you take the risk. At the bottom of this deck, we actually got the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So to me, this is clarification. Take the risk. Don't be trying to be single your whole life. Or whoever this is that's like too scared to jump into this relationship. I mean, it could be any relationship, right? It could be a friendship, but don't, I'm thinking this is saying like, don't choose the being alone path, choose connection, I think is what this is saying. I think that's where And at the bottom of this deck, we're getting the Six of Wands. And then at the bottom of this deck, we're getting the Pleasure card. So I think this is saying, you know, that's where you're going to find victory. That's where you're going to be truly happy, is in these connections that you're too scared to, or somebody is too scared to, you know, fully invest in and fully jump into, because they're scared they're going to lose. You know, they're going to lose it. But, I mean, everything is a cycle, like these circles here, you know, like some relationships do come and then they do go. But I mean, to take the risk to live life to the fullest, I think, is where you're going to find happiness. And so, yeah, I think it's saying take the risk, take the, you know, walk through the door. So that's your message today, Aries. Hopefully that helped you in some way. Until next time, see you.